Most receiving warehouses within the Department of Defense receive cargo from DLA and other commercial vendors. These items are normally labeled with MSLs, military shipping labels, or ERDs, DD1348s, and are often accompanied by RF tags. AMS-TAC is a database management system that allows you to receive incoming cargo by inputting the necessary information that is associated with a particular shipment. For instance, transportation control numbers, line items, and commercial tracking numbers can be stored in the AMS-TAC system. You can establish a receive date, assign shipments to specific transfer points, stow locations, make modifications to existing shipments, and use the new auto dispatch feature to assign shipments to a tally sheet. If you are in a situation where you don't have the ability to receive shipments via the handheld scanner or an RFID tag, you would have to manually enter this data in. To do this, go to Receive Cargo. If you are entering new shipments to an existing BL TCMD, select the appropriate BL number, otherwise select Other. Selecting Other will open a new screen with blank fields. Looking at this screen, you will notice that some fields are highlighted in red. Red fields indicate that they are mandatory fields and must be filled in. The blue fields are also mandatory, however, they already have defaulted values. You may change these values if needed. If you utilize the Transfer Point and Stow Locations feature, click on the appropriate selection, otherwise leave it as Warehouse and Receiving Floor. The first mandatory field is BL. You can typically locate a bill of lading on a transportation control and movement document, or you can use a commercial bill of lading, which can be located on a third-party shipping manifest. If you do not have a BL number, you can click Save and the system will generate one for you. If you are receiving shipments via commercial carriers, you can input the carrier code. If cargo is coming to your location by containers or other containerization methods, you can enter in the container number, which is located on the actual container, or you can locate it in Box 2 of a TCMD. If you are receiving shipments via commercial carriers such as FedEx, DHL, and UPS, most of these shipments will have a commercial tracking number associated with it. You can input that tracking number in the Pro Tracking Number field. Purchase order number, contract number, order number, and invoice number are additional information that you can associate a shipment with. For instance, if you are receiving gear from a contracting office or other non-DoD vendor, you can input that information here. If this shipment is received with a local delivery, check the local delivery box towards the top of the screen. You will need to configure your local delivery site code in the system setup in order to use this feature. Next, input data in the following mandatory fields: TCN, consignee, piece, priority, type pack, weight, and cube. You can locate this information on a military shipping label. You should also input the appropriate DODAC in the Ship From field. Note that the Ship From field is where the shipment came from and not where it is going. If this shipment is a hazardous shipment, you can enter in the United Nations number. This information is usually located on the MSDS. The Remarks field can be used to input discrepancies or give a description of a particular shipment. The last field is RF tag number. Input the tag number that was associated with this BL. Once you are finished, click on Save. Saving will blank out the field so you can continue to input more shipments into the system. If you have a TCM with multiple pieces, you should check the Click Here to Retain All Values box. This will keep all of the necessary information without having to input it again. You can just change the piece number and click Save for each individual piece. Next, let's look at the command functions towards the bottom of the screen. You can navigate through the TCNs by selecting either Top, Prior, Next, Bottom, or Locate. You can also add new TCNs, change information on existing TCNs, delete a TCN, and even print a military shipping label. If changes have been made to an existing TCN, the TCN History button will be enabled. A report can be generated to tell users what information was changed, when it was changed, and who changed it. If you need to collect line item information that was associated with a TCN, you can click on the Line Items button. A new screen will appear with blank fields. Input the mandatory fields: document number, national stock number, RIC from, unit of issue, and condition code. This information is located on the Issue Release Receipt document, or DD-1348. If there is no NSN available, you can check the Unknown box. All other fields are not mandatory. However, it is recommended that you input the quantity shipped, quantity received, nomenclature, weight, and cube if you have that information available. Just like the previous screen, you can use the command functions to navigate through document numbers, add new document numbers, change and delete existing document numbers, and produce a line item history report. You can even generate an ERD or DD-1348. Once you are completely finished, click on Save. You may then exit the line item screen and click on Exit on the Receive Cargo screen. A message will appear notifying you that the manual confirm was complete. You will then return to the main screen. Once you have received cargo into the AMS-TAC system, shipments will now be available to be either dispatched or shipped.